Golden Dates by Noura Al-Khoori, illustrations by Nauf Shaikh. On this sunny Friday morning, Ahmad woke up with lots of energy, washed and went straight to the kitchen for breakfast. He was so hungry. "Good morning, Mama. What are we having for breakfast? I am starving." "Date muffins, darling," Mama smiled. "Yum! My favorite!" His stomach grumbled. "But I can't find any dates," said Mama. "Could you go out into the garden and pick a few dates from the shortest palm trees, please? They are easier to pick from. Then I can finish baking those muffins and it won't take long." Off went Ahmad into the garden in front of the house. He looked around between the palm trees, trying to spot one with the most dates on it and the biggest, juiciest ones, because these taste nicer in warm muffins. "Aha! Found it!" He ran over to the palm tree and reached out with his arms to try and pick a few of those ripe, golden dates. But the bunch of dates was too high up for him to reach. The shortest palm had small, unripe fruit, and Ahmad wanted the biggest for his breakfast. "I have to get those fat dates," he thought. He looked long at the hanging fruit and wondered how he could get to them. He thought and thought. "Aha! I will have to climb up that tall palm tree to get them." He put one foot up on the palm trunk and gripped a higher section of the trunk with his two hands. As he lifted himself, he looked up at the bunch of dates and realized they were still too high up for him. Plus, the trunk was rough and hard to climb. Ahmad had to think of another way to get those dates. "Aha! I will use my slingshot to knock some to the ground." He ran to the toy box in his room and grabbed the wooden slingshot his father had made him. Ahmad smiled proudly to himself. It never went wrong. He collected a few stones from the garden and pointed the slingshot at the bunch. Fling went the first stone. Oops, it missed. Ahmad tried again. Fling flew the second stone. But it missed again. In fact, it didn't even go near the bunch. Those dates were still too high. He had to think of a third idea. "I will wish for them to fall." Yes, wishes come true sometimes. So Ahmad closed his eyes and wished long and hard for the dates to fall to him by themselves. A minute later, he opened his eyes, expecting to see big ripe dates on the ground near his feet. But there was nothing. The dates were still hanging from under that palm frond. Ahmad was desperate now. His hungry stomach was making louder noises. He remembered his mother waiting for him so she could fix breakfast for his family. He was now more determined to get those delicious dates. He was not going to give up. Just as he was thinking about a new plan, two bright green parakeets landed on the front of the palm tree, just above that bunch of dates. How he wished if he could ask them to drop him a few dates. But the parakeets wouldn't understand his language, would they? Just then, a low-flying helicopter appeared from nowhere and flew right above the garden. It was huge, fast, and very noisy. The loud sounds it produced scared the poor parakeets. They leaped away from the frond with such force, and 15 dates came tumbling down. What a coincidence! His wish did come true after all. Ahmad was delighted. He collected the soft, sweet dates and ran straight to his mother. And the whole family enjoyed a yummy breakfast of warm, sweet-smelling muffins made from fresh dates. And the parakeets got a thank you gift from Ahmad as well. This is their favorite breakfast if they ever come back to our palm trees.